Change your mindset. Life will change. Powerful story of a beggar in a busy city filled with noise, rushing feet, and glowing lights. There lived a beggar named Rahim. Every morning, Rahim sat at the same corner near a traffic signal, holding a small metal bowl. His clothes were torn, his beard untrimmed, and his eyes carried the weight of many disappointments. People passed him every day. Some dropped coins without looking. Others looked away as if he did not exist. Rahim believed his life was cursed. I was born unlucky. He often told himself, some people are meant to succeed and some are meant to beg. These thoughts lived in his mind like iron chains, heavy and unbreakable. He blamed fate, society, and his past for everything he lacked. One afternoon, while Rahim sat under the shade of a tree, an old man stopped in front of him. Unlike others, the man did not give money immediately. He simply sat beside Rahim on the dusty ground. His clothes were simple, but his eyes were calm and sharp. You sit here every day, the old man said gently. What do you ask from people? Rahim replied without thinking, I ask for money. What else can a beggar ask for? The old man smiled. And what do you ask from yourself? Rahim was silent. No one had ever asked him that before. After a moment, Rahim answered, nothing. I am only a beggar. The old man shook his head. That is not what you are. That is only what you do. Rahim felt something stir inside him, but he did not understand it. The old man placed a small piece of paper in Rahim's hand and stood up. If you truly want change, he said, start by changing what you believe about yourself. That night, Rahim could not sleep. He kept thinking about the words. That is only what you do. For the first time in years, he questioned the story he had been telling himself. What if his life was not fixed? What if his thoughts were shaping his reality? The next morning, Rahim did something unusual. Instead of sitting silently, he stood up and greeted people. He smiled and said, Good morning. May you have a peaceful day. Some ignored him, but a few smiled back. A shopkeeper nearby noticed him and asked, Why are you smiling today? Rahim replied, Because I am trying to change. The shopkeeper laughed but offered him a cup of tea. As they talked, Rahim shared his past. He once worked as a helper in a workshop, but left after believing he was not good enough. The shopkeeper said, If you can work, come help me clean the shop in the evenings. I cannot pay much, but it's honest work. Rahim hesitated, then accepted. Days turned into weeks. Rahim still begged in the mornings, but in the evenings he worked at the shop. Slowly, his posture changed. His eyes looked brighter. He began to believe he was more than his circumstances. With every small effort, his confidence grew. Months later, Rahim no longer sat at the traffic signal. He worked full time at the shop and saved a little money. One evening, he saw another beggar sitting where he once sat. Rahim walked over and offered him food. The beggar said sadly, This is my fate. Rahim smiled gently and replied, Fate listens to the mind. Change your mindset and life will change. And as Rahim walked away, he understood the greatest lesson of his journey. Life does not change when money comes first. Life changes when the mind decides it deserves better.